Right, hi guys, and welcome back to the Minichamps, and welcome back to something a little bit different today. So, my F1 2021 cars have finally arrived. I'm still a couple of teams short. Alfa Romeo, Mercedes and Williams haven't yet arrived yet of the 2021 grid. But the rest of them have, and I've got a couple of special edition 2020 cars as well, one-off races, etc. So I thought rather than just doing a standard update, because every year's the same apart from I get the next year's grid. So I thought this year, because I've run out of room in the cupboard, I'm going to try and see if I can make room in it. So it's going to be like an update as well as an addition. So I hope it's something a little bit different anyway. So I'll take you for a look around in it anyway while we're at it. So this is how it currently stands. I don't know if I've ever shown you this before, but I did this during lockdown. So these are all the hats and everything I've bought and purchased and got like at the touring cars over the years. All those are touring car hats that you used to pick up free. And then these are all my race passes that I used to have when I worked in motorsport. So Formula Renault, Assen, Gamma Race Day. What an amazing day that were. That was my favourite weekend of the year. And more there, of course. And then a couple of wristbands and stuff up there that I haven't got any more of the lanyards. So yeah, so this is how it currently looks. And as I'm sure you can see, it is pretty full. Pretty full indeed. There's not much room there for activities, is there? There's no space at all. This little box here is a 1997 Renault Laguna of Alain Menu, the British Touring Car Champion of that year. And then I've also got a Tim Harvey as well, a 91 BMW M3. So there are a couple of new additions. Everything else is pretty much the same, of course. And yes, I've got to somehow try and find room for two boxes of Formula One cars. So let's take a look and see what's in the box. Josh, Mark, Anthony, Trevor. I have a supplier, you see, and the box has come full. So here is the 2021 grid. So we have, of course, Mr. Daniel Ricciardo, Mr. Lando Norris, Mr. Pierre Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda, ugh, who's that? Dirty boy. Mick Schumacher, and this is in a special box because they did come out in that set, but even my supplier couldn't get it in that box. It was already sold out months before, and he pre-ordered like a year in advance. So as soon as the show cars come out and as soon as the grid's announced, he puts the order in straight away, and even that was too late to get an official one. So we've got a Mick Schumacher edition one, which is still nice, very nice to have, and still incredibly hard to get hold of, such is the popularity of Mick. That's number 5. That is Sebastian Vettel. Number 18, that's Mr. Lance Stroll, Daddy Racing. Then we come to the Alpines. Focus, there we go. That's Fernando Alonso. I was really looking forward to getting these, as well as getting the 2021 Williams. They haven't turned up in this batch, unfortunately, but the next batch, they should. So whether I do a video on that remains to be seen, and depends whether you would like to see it. But yeah, I know the 2021 Williams livery was very much love or hate, wasn't it? But I personally loved it. Focus, there we go. There is Esteban Ocon. Then we've got number 11, Checo, Sergio Perez. 2011 Sergio Perez there from the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Not a great race for him, that, if I remember rightly. I think he spun off, didn't he? And then that is, of course, Max Verstappen. Again, the Emilia-Romagna winner. And then in the second box we have... Sadly can't see these because they're still wrapped up, and I do like to keep them wrapped up actually, because these are made by a company called LuxSmart. These are the Ferraris of 2021. So this one is Carlos Sainz from the Bahrain Grand Prix. These are incredibly rare and very expensive. This is £120 just in this one model. So you can imagine I've got 2 of them. And providing I can't hear anything rattling around, I do tend to keep them in their packaging, just because the value of them just goes mental once you can't get them anymore. They're already expensive to start with, but then they go even more ballistic as the season goes on. So that's the 2021 cars I've got at the moment. As mentioned, I was missing a few others. And then I've got additional Hulkenberg for the 70th anniversary Grand Prix at Silverstone, where he had a fantastic qualifying, was about to beat Lance Stroll, and then they told him to pit so that Stroll finished ahead of him. A super sub once again. Then, of course, we have Pietro Fittipaldi. This is for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, of course. Grosjean missing it after that fiery accident he had at Bahrain. And then, of course, we have George Russell from the Sakir 2020 Grand Prix, which he nearly won on his debut for Mercedes when Hamilton tested positive for the C word. And, yeah, he is now a full-time Mercedes driver, of course. So, we've got to fit all those in that cupboard. In that cupboard, and it looks fairly full. So my thinking is, I'm going to push these back, unfortunately. The 1998 cars, maybe 99 as well, I'm going to push back. Unfortunately, meaning they can't be displayed anymore, which is a great shame. But what else can I do? I can't physically make room anywhere else. Behind here is a James Bond collection I collected many years ago. It's the first ever model car collection I completed fully and that I really got into, so I can't push them back. Behind there is all the boxes for my touring cars, which are on display in that cabinet and on display on here as well. The Atlas Editions models though, so they can't go there. So that's full. That is actually full. And then behind there is more of the model boxes there, as can be seen. And yeah, it's just all a bit full, isn't it? So the only place I can think of them to go is there. So that's what I'm going to do. Unfortunately means these can't be displayed anymore. But they've had a good run. They've been here since they first came in here, which was about 2013, 2014 that I finally started to move the collection into this cupboard. So there we go. We're going to give it a go, and I'm going to film the progress of it, and either it'll work or it won't work, but I hope it's something different that you all enjoy anyway. I will just quickly go around them all anyway, just so you can see the grid that I've got. And as always, for people that haven't watched this before in depth, there is other videos on the channel from previous years that you can watch and enjoy, where I go into detail about where each season is. And a little interesting fact as well, which I don't think I brought up in the last video. I was rearranging the collection ever so slightly, didn't warrant a video, and I found out I was missing 2005 Fernando Alonso. So the collection isn't actually complete yet. I mean, it's never ever going to be fully complete, but it's as near as damn it, but I am missing that one. So if anyone's got an Alonso 2005 race car that they've got that they don't no longer require, then please let me know. I'd be very interested. The recent years up there, of course, some more recent years. I mean, I even had to go from downstairs to upstairs, so maybe one day I might change the collection so these go up here and these go down here. I don't know. It's very difficult to decide what I'm going to do. But for now, anyway, I am just going to shuffle them round the best I can. Maybe that's for another day, maybe moving the collection upside down, but we shall see. So, I'm going to put you on a tripod, and you're going to film me, or I'll film myself even. You're going to watch me trying to rearrange this collection to fit these cars in. So, while I carry on with this work anyway, I'd just like to let you all know that I'm cracking on and doing this work with a cup of Yorkshire tea. Cannot be beaten in my eyes, it certainly cannot. People in Europe, get with the times. Get Yorkshire tea bags in your life, you'll absolutely love them. All the famous YouTubers, I'm sure you're aware, after 100,000 subscribers receive a play button that's silver, then you get a gold one for 1 million, then you get a diamond one for 10 million, and etc. Well, for 831 subs, you get a Moaning Yorkshireman cup. Look at that. Focus, there we go, look at that. Isn't that ace? Bought by my cousins a couple of Christmases ago, and I've only just dug it out, so there we go. That's what I get for being YouTube famous in Yorkshire, but it's well appreciated, and it's a big cup of tea. Lovely stuff. So I best put you on a tripod and crack on. Oh, right then, I've consolidated them all into one small box, and we're going to see if we can move them around a bit, shall we? Apologies if I go off camera a little bit. It's a really small cupboard and I can't get the tripod in, and myself, obviously quite a large gentleman, tripod's just as wide as me, so it don't fit. So yeah, I've got these off into the side here, so these are the models with me. Plonk them on there. That's a bit more structurally sound. And yeah, we're gonna. First thing to do is to move these. So I'm hoping to push these back. The seems strong enough. I think it'll hold the weight. So yeah, let's push. Oh shit! I forgot I got the other Ferrari models, the Look Smart models, down there. If you can see. So that's already made it interesting. Let's put those. Oh god, I don't know where to put them. This is what happens. Don't get into model collecting, guys. This is just far too much. So let's put those over here for now, and we're gonna see how many of there. Oh god, yeah. Right. Okay then. So we might have to put those down there, but have I got any models on this bottom shelf? Oh no. Oh right, I haven't. So on this lower shelf that you can't quite see, there's no models behind there. So these are going to have to go down there. These are going to get pushed to the back, and then I'm going to put the 2021 cars on here. Right. Okay, we've got a plan now, I think. So yeah, there we go. Right, leave them there for now. Move these out. Honestly, unbelievable, Jeff. You have that many things, you forget what you've... Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, no. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I thought there was a load more down there. It's only 2 models, which I can live with. That's fine. Right, so let's move these 2008 ones. You're going to have to go on the floor, I'm afraid. And then these, I'm going to have to just go down and push those down there. Yeah. Right. So when I start to get about 2028, something like that, we're going to have real big issues. But that's future Josh's problems, and that guy's a dick. So you can't see me doing it, but I'm pushing those down there onto the lower shelf. As you can see, look, all still wrapped up. These are all the 2020s, 2019s, 2017s. So yeah, there's plenty to go at. In fact, I can probably make more room by pushing that one there. That one to there. Oh, it might not be so bad this, you know. Those to there. I've just got that many models, I can't display them all, so it's a shame really, because I would like to get them all out, but that's life, isn't it? And then, oh, it's not, oh no, there's another 2. Right, so they're there now on the bottom shelf, those Ferraris, and I'm tempted to put the 2021 Ferraris down there as well while I'm at it, which I didn't bring in. So they're the 2021 Ferraris going in. They're going to go there, hopefully, it says. They do fit. That's that done with. Lovely stuff, we're getting there. That's progress already. So let me put the 2008 cars back on that bottom shelf, and then we can promptly forget about it all. There we go. See you in 5 years. Right, bottom shelf done. I didn't know needed doing. Let's push these back now and make room for the 2021 cars. So we've got... See, they're all going to have to go down as well, which is a little bit annoying. So those can go down to there. Those can go to... Oh, we're actually not bad here. I'll move them all back, and then I'm ready for future generations of cars as well. And then I've got that row as well, and I don't think I've got room. They can't go any more over. This is Captain Over. They can't go any more over there. So if I put those... Right, hang on. Let me... Aha! They can maybe get away with going there. In line with that. And then these... Oh, these can't move down. Right. Let me... I don't want to really put those there, but I think I'm going to have to. Right, here we go. I'm sussing it. Apologies if you can't really see what's going on, but I'm just struggling for space already. So they're going to all go down there. Oh, Oh, look at that, just in. There we go. Right, so I'll take you off the tripod. So what I've done is I have moved these all back, so they're all on the back row now. And then what I will do is I'll bring some forward, obviously, because the 2021 cars aren't going to take this entire space up. But if I've got room for them, I'll put them all on here. So, yeah, well, we're going to see how it goes now. So that's what I've done. Apologies that you couldn't really see much, but like I say, it's a really small room. So yeah, all pushed back. And that's just been twisted. That was on the end, so I've turned that round, and we'll see how we get on now. So I'm going to put the models on here now. Fucking hell. My mum's that loud, I can hear her. I don't know if you can. She's on phone. She's got a phone voice, and the phone voice is, you don't really need the phone to listen to her because everyone can hear her. She literally goes from hello, hello. I'm like, fucking hell. So yeah, if you can hear her, I apologise greatly for the shoutiness of my mum. Her e-bike's broken and she's only had it a couple of months, so she's a bit miffed. So there we go. she won't like me saying this, but she'll end up watching it anyway. Right, anyway, now time to put the 2021 cars on there. So, apologies again that you can't really see it. The box won't fit up there, so this is annoying, but I apologise, but you'll get to see the end result and you get to listen to me talking while I do it, which is the main reason why you come here, I'm sure. So we've got the Haas cars, which are going to go on the bottom row, of course, being the constructors finishing last that year. And the way I do the cars is normally I used to do or I always have done them, obviously. From 2014 onwards, the drivers could pick their numbers, which is fair enough, you know. So I don't go in finishing order in the championship for the drivers. I just go on the lowest number in that team goes above the other one. So for such as that one, I mean, Mick would have had to go on the bottom anyway this time around because he's in a bigger box. So he will have to go, unfortunately, on the bottom there somewhere. And then I put the other championship finishing orders further up. Although that box being a little bit bigger could mean it gets tight up there. But fingers crossed, I can just about do it. Let's wait and see. So, who was absolutely terrible that year? I'm probably going to have to get my phone at this point. So next up after Haas was, of course, Williams, then Alfa Romeo. I haven't got either of those cars yet. So at the moment, it's going to have to be Aston Martin. But of course, a rearrange will take place when I get those. So he are going to go on top of there. Good old Mr. Lance Stroll, Daddy Racing. And then it was, of course, Alpha Tauri with Yuki and Pierre Gasly. So we'll put those on there. Really lovely models, I really do like them. I love the Alpha Tauris. When they came out with this livery, I was absolutely blown away by it. Ah, bugger. There we go. First problem, I can't fit because of the bigger case for Mick. Shit. Right, okay. Problems already. So Yuki can go there then. That's just going to mess everything up now, isn't it? Bugger, 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 bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Right, anyway, we'll leave that. So then it is Alpine. Then McLaren, then Ferrari, of course, which look smart, so they don't feature in the grids, even though I do have them. So we've got then Alpine, McLaren, and Red Bull, and of course we're missing Mercedes at the moment, who were Constructors' Champions anyway, so they're going to go onto there. So I didn't really need to move as much as I thought I did, by the looks of things. So, they've gone on relatively okay. They've got a plastic sleeve on them now, which I do quite like, because it prevents the case from getting damaged, but they don't quite sit in each other like they should, which is a little bit annoying, but not to worry. Right then, so, don't know what I'm going to do for that. I think I'm just going to have to put that there. Yeah, that's annoying. That's very annoying. What am I going to do with you, Pierre? You don't fit. You don't fit. Right. So, I think what I'm going to have to do is Mick's going to have to be all alone, I'm afraid. Sorry, Mick, you're in a bigger case and it's confusing and ruining my collection. So they're going to have to go like that, and then Mick's going to have to sit at the side there for now, which isn't too bad, but then when we get 2022 cars, it's going to get bloody awkward again, isn't it? Bloody awkward. Oh, God, it's going to cost me a fortune if I have to get a Mick in the correct box, but then again, they're not even available, so there we go. Right, let me sort out and readjust everything here, and then I'll show you the finished product. So it's not took as long as I thought it would, but just a little bit frustrating there. So there we have it, a rather scruffy looking shelf at the moment. I've put the 2020 additional racers here just to make it a little bit nice on the corner. I've ended up putting Mick there because he's in a bigger case and it just looked a bit awkward. Then of course we come round here and we have the Red Bulls, McLarens and Alpines as mentioned. The Ferraris are here but they're behind there now. And I'm still waiting on the Mercedes, and then we come over here. I'm still waiting on the Alfa Romeos and the Williams, but of course we've had to just go 5 here, and Mr. Marzi Spin at the bottom there. So yeah, and then I've just put the 99 cars, a couple of 98s, the 99 grid starts there, so I've just put the 99 cars round there. The recess back a little bit because I don't like them staying on this edge, so close to the edge of the shelf, but these are bigger cases here, so... What can I do? It's just the case of having too many cars and not enough space, so maybe I should have stopped at 200 rather than getting to nearly 900 that I am now. Yeah, so I don't think it looks brilliant and I'm not happy with it, but of course, once I get more of the 2021 cars, I'll just put them in place. I'll adjust this a little bit better as well, so as you can see now, back there, look, there's a little looking shelf to see some of the more of the 98 and 99 cars. So yeah, at least it's progress and there is room for them, but I have to reset those back. Those won't recess back because obviously the wall angles down, so they can't go any further back without taking some off, and then that'll make a mess. These can't go back, as mentioned, because of the James Bond collection. These can't go back because of the touring car boxes behind those, and those can't go back because of the touring car boxes behind those. So once I fill this shelf, that really is it. So yeah, I've got what I've got. Maybe 2022, well, I'll end about here. 22. Yeah, maybe 2022, and then I'm stuck again. Oh, great. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. A little bit different. I am thinking I will do a full update on the collection as I normally do. If you'd like to see that once I get the rest of the grid of the 2021 cars. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this. Something a little bit different. Like I say, when you've got so many cars and basically not enough room, it gets a little bit awkward, doesn't it? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought down below. As always, you know, leave me a comment. Let me know what your favourite car was of the 2021 grid. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you all again soon. And much love.